Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I'll be reading some words from social study, which is required before I answer the questions. I'll just be reading all through them. Okay, let's start. Introduction. What will a convicted criminal do when one day someone comes in his cell to take his place in the death row? He doesn't even know him yet. He comes in and smilingly tells him, "You are free. I'm taking your place." Will he not run out of prison and smell the fresh air under the sun? Will he not tell his family and friends of that somebody who took his place? Will he not tell all people he meets of him who set him free? The man who was blind from birth told the questioning Pharisees that he didn't know Jesus. What he knew was that whereas before he was blind, now he could see. He was not afraid to tell them what Jesus had done for him. Stephen, deciding that his life was too little to give in exchange for what Christ did for him, was stoned to death. Paul, a well-respected interpreter and enforcer of the law, turned 800 degrees against what I don't know if it's 180 degrees or no, against what he believed, and gave his all to Jesus, whom he once persecuted. The stories go on and on and on. There is no stopping people when they start to tell all that Jesus had done for them. What is the Great Commission? The Great Commission, Matthew 28:16-20. Following his resurrection, Jesus Christ commissioned his disciples to go therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. Jesus appeared to his disciples and promised them that he will empower them to do his command as he sent them to all nations, meaning Jews and Gentiles. Jesus commanded to make disciples. How were the apostles to make disciples? This is made possible by the preaching of the gospel first, so that people will have the saving knowledge of Jesus. Disciples are learners who comprehend the gospel. Christ died for their sins, was buried, and was raised for their justification by the glory of the Father. They completely grasp that Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Disciples are those who love Christ and have totally surrendered to his lordship. Together with command to make disciples, Jesus promised, "And do I am with you always, even unto the end of the world." What a provision! What a comfort! What a power! His abiding presence means that his disciples will have all their needs provided. As a shepherd, he keeps watch over his sheep so that no harm can befall them. What about us? the promise he gave to his apostles is also true to us. He promised that he will never leave you nor forsake you. God is faithful, and his promises are true.